3 homers and 11 runs in a shutout win. The nightcap features the Mets ace Matt Harvey and the big windup of Ross Ohlendorf. Nats Park filling up again. Game 2 on Masson.
Washington Nationals baseball. Washington Nationals baseball.
Well, it's going to be an interesting evening at the ballpark. The Nats are facing an ace. They need a win. And if ever there is time for a short memory, tonight's Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader is that time. Ohlendorf has his guys cheering for him. He takes on Matt Harvey tonight. Bobinette. Again, making a good play in the outfield.
Yeah, he's going to sit out the second game of the doubleheader. It was the second diving play he made. He kind of slid into the catch, and watch his left knee kind of catch as he goes to make the play. So a good effort into the gap. Decelerated and landed right on that bad left knee. So he banged it up, walked back to the Nats dugout. And when he got in there, he was in some kind of pain. Jason Worth was talking to Bryce Harper. They called trainer Lee Kuntz over, and we watched this whole video. So Bryce re-aggravating that left knee, and we'll keep you posted when we hear something. But he is sitting out the second game. Yeah,
and Steve Lombardozzi will be in left field. Anthony Rendon back in the lineup. Nats are getting to know Matt Harvey. So is the rest of the National League. He beat them at Citi Field earlier in the year, and then in June the Nats kind of did okay against him. He got a no decision. Washington eventually won the game.
Well, there's a lot of talk about Matt Harvey in an article in a magazine, in the ESPN magazine, where he was posing with less than a lot of clothes on, and his goal is to become more focused. And when you saw his last start against Philadelphia, he sat at 99 miles an hour with the fastball, sat at 99, and his slider was 93. So a more focused Matt Harvey all of a sudden, after some people the Mets talked to him about staying focused and staying on track.
And a quick note on Ohlendorf. As a starter and as a long reliever, he's helped the Nats out a couple of times this year.
Well, yeah, and his fastball reached 97 last time. So 2 power guys going at it in Game 2.
Who's going to get out? Daniel Murphy, 4 for 5, couple of home runs and 5 RBIs in Game 1 this afternoon. You shut him down, David Wright to follow. A chance against the Mets. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the Achiever in You. By Kia. Visit Kia.com to learn why Kia is one of the fastest growing car brands in America. And by the Smurfs 2 in theaters July 31st. That's the trading deadline. Hope they're okay with their jobs. Mets and Nats, game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. Train celebrating its 100th anniversary by offering irresistible financing. It's hard to stop a train really hard. Same temperature as it was at 1:36 when first pitch was thrown this afternoon. Gorgeous evening. Daniel Murphy, how about this hitting streak now? Over 5 games, 11 for 20 with 8 RBIs, and he drove in 5 in the first game today. Satin, Turner, Buck, the new additions to the Mets lineup from this afternoon. Ross Ohlendorf, no career record against the Mets. He's pitched in 4 games against them, 1 start. Juan Lagares is 1-for-1 career against him. There's the big windup, and here we go with the nightcap. And a high riding strike. We're underway at 7:05.
Last time out, he worked 6 strong innings of relief. July 21st against the Dodgers, gave up just 2 earned runs on 6 hits in relief of Jordan Zimmerman through 88 pitches, 57 of those for strikes.
And Lagares, who had a fine afternoon, 3 hits, 2 doubles, 3 runs, stole a couple, drove in a run. And he was a key guy on base twice in front of Daniel Murphy. In fact, 4 times in front of Murphy today.
I don't even know what game you're talking about.
I know. It's like we said, time for a short memory, and there's a breaking ball outside. 17-year veteran, the crew chief, at least for this game. Kerwin Danley, Lance Barksdale, Vic Carapazza, Dave Rackley, first, second, and third.
And if you were at work for the first game, good.
A.B. Johnson's ball club trying to battle its way out of a 1-7 homestand here with 3 to go. 95 and that ball boring down and in to the right-handed batter. Mets lead the season series 5-4. They've taken 2 out of 3 here. This young man having a great month of July. Batting average up to 270. Hits it between the third and short. It would be a miracle for Desmond to throw him out. Ian made a fine play. And the Mets have their leadoff man on. And Lagares is now 4 for 5 today.
Well, he's a guy that's been platooning, and Terry Collins between games told the New York media he is now my everyday center fielder. So big first game, starting off this one with the base hit in the hole. Nice effort by Desmond to make it even that close.
And that'll bring in Daniel Murphy. Hitting 284. Shot his RBI total up to 49 today. And he's 2 for 4 career against Ross Ohlendorf.
And Wilson Ramos has been taking some foul balls to the mask. Seems like at least one a game, and if you remember last start, he got one off the top of the helmet that rung his bell. And welcome to game 2, right off the mask, a direct hit.
That's a fastball up. A lot of folks still coming into the ballpark, and I've got to give our ballpark staff a lot of credit. Grounds crew, everybody around the stands. Gates didn't open until 6 o'clock. They've gotten a lot of people in the park and fed and taken care of for game 2 here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big crowd gathering.
And grounds crew working hard, redoing the mound, redoing the batter's box, getting the infield ready. Quick turnaround. Everybody walking in with their free Masson Washington Nationals gray t-shirts. Check them all out. It's a good looking tee.
Lagares stole his first 2 career bases in game 1. That's Tom Goodwin. Great baseball man, good base runner himself in his day.
Probably still get out there and steal a base right now. Pinch running for the Mets, Tom Goodwin.
Yeah, he could. 1-1, target is outside edge. Murphy will pop it up to the left side. Ryan Zimmerman drifting over. With David Wright coming up and Murphy in the box, an important first out.
So the defense for the Nats in game 2 behind Ross Ohlendorf. Lombardozzi gets the start in left, Span, Worth center and right. Desmond Zimmerman left side of the infield, Rendon LaRoche the right side, and Wilson Ramos behind the dish.
Steve Lombardozzi, 2 more hits today. So Davey wants him in the lineup, and Bryce Harper not able to answer the bell for the nightcap. Gives Davey the opportunity to put Lombardozzi in left and get Anthony Rendon back in the lineup. David Wright salvaged a 2 for 5 with hits his last 2 times up today. So he's at 306. 3 for 4 career against Ohlendorf with a pair of walks. And the Mets are on the attack here in the nightcap, early in the count. This is Ohlendorf, by the way, his 75th career start. And David Wright's had a lot of success over the years against the Nats. Ohlendorf 20-32 career, starting against New York for the second time.
I was talking to some of the Mets broadcasters between games, and they were asking me how in the world is Ohlendorf throwing 97, and they wondered if it was the windup, and I said no, he's throwing that out of the stretch too. A couple of fastballs at 95 to right.
Then 82 on the breaking ball. That is a big difference. 13 to 15 miles an hour.
Hey, look at the slider right here. Ooh, that's a tight one. Good pitch, 82 miles an hour, late break. Tough to pick up.
David Wright has grounded into 8 double plays this year. And Ohlendorf tried to paint. Missed up and in.
But you know, these are good misses. You know why? It's making David Wright move his feet. He's feeling that fastball, and that sets up the other half of the plate if he wants it. We talked about in game 1 how David Wright is right on top of the dish. Well, how do you get him off? Just like that. Then you go the other side. Or go right back in there.
Marlon Byrd, former Nat, is on deck. Good base runner. You would think Terry Collins, winning game 1 here, playing with house money, would start the runner with 1 out. Try to get an aggressive start to the game. David Wright usually puts the ball in play. And with that in mind, a check of that runner.
I'll tell you what, Ohlendorf's got a quick move to first. Quick feet. Short arm stroke with something on it. And those are the kind of moves that as a base stealer make you think. Tighten up your lead a little bit.
Three-2, runner goes, and that's not even close. 2 on, 1 out. David Wright walking for the 51st time this year, top 5 in the National League in that department. He also has an on-base percentage of around .390, and a big spot for Ohlendorf against Marlon Byrd. RBI this afternoon. He's 3 for 11 career against Ohlendorf, who has struck him out 4 times.
These are the situations where you'll see Ohlendorf add and subtract with the fastball, trying to get the ground ball. He'll go from 92 to 97. And he's some kind of pumped up here in the first inning, kind of sitting around 94, 95.
Bunch of Mets are having good Julys. They're 2 over 500 on the road.
Daniel Murphy had a good July in game 1.
So we mentioned start number 75 tonight. It's his 117th big league appearance overall. We have seen the Nats go up the ladder with fastballs on Marlon Byrd. The count's 0-2 with 1 out, 2 men aboard, and a step off. Fastball up and Bird off to the right. Josh Satin, who has hit .338 in 29 games, is on deck. He's playing first base. They had Ike Davis there in game 1. And Bird on the breaking ball after the high fastball, unable to get to it. 2 down.
Now check out the pitch sequence from Ross Ohlendorf to Marlon Byrd. First pitch fastball on the black, strike 1, 95. Then he goes on the inner half with 95. Little teasing fastball, let her high, and then watch this pitch. Disappearing slider at 83. Just a nice sequence all the way around. Probably the best slider I've seen Ross Ohlendorf throw yet.
Now that was changing eye levels right there. Here's Josh Satin, former All-American at Cal. 28 years of age, had 1 at bat for the Mets last year, 25 the year before that. And right now he's 25 for 74. Hasn't spent all season with the Major League club. One career at bat against Ross Ohlendorf and a base hit. 21st pitch on its way. He's thrown the ball well enough. He is not at all shy about working all these right-handers in. .95 didn't get the call. 2-1.
Let's see if he goes back to that slider he just threw Marlon Byrd to 2-strike count. Elevated fastball. He talked about changing eye levels. He's got him set up for it if he wants it and can execute it.
And that was Justin Turner, the number 6 hitter, waiting. Leadoff hit, a 1-out walk, and it's 2-2 with 2 outs. Challenge fastball, late, off to the right. Well, they made Jordan Zimmerman throw 20 pitches in the first inning today. Struck out the side. Gave up the Murphy home run. Long frame here for Ohlendorf, trying to get his guys in the dugout. Pretty good breaking ball, and Josh Satin able to get the bat on it. Did he go? Home plate umpire says yes, no appeal needed. And the Nats are gone, and the Mets are gone, actually, in the top of the first inning. They are still coming down Half Street. Good guys about to bat. Up against Matt Harvey. And here's the lineup brought to you by Mazda. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. So Steve Lombardozzi, last 3 ball games batting .500. And over a bit of a longer stretch, 18 games where he's had 33 at-bats, he has 13 hits. He's raised his average up to .251. He is the ultimate utility man. Switch hitter, good base runner, infield, outfield. He can play anywhere Davey Johnson needs him. 4th career start for Matt Harvey. Against the Nats, 1-1 with a 1.42 ERA.
Last time out against Philly, got the 8-2 win, gave up just 3 hits over 7 shutout innings, struck out 10 fills, walked nobody, threw 112 pitches, 75 of those for strikes. His fastball last time against the Phillies averaged 97 miles an hour. Watch the video. He sat at 99 miles an hour in the first inning, and his slider was 93. He talked to Mets people. They had never seen his slider at 93 miles an hour before.
24 years of age, listed at 6'4", 225. And Span was swinging at the first pitch. Popped up left field line, and a collision. Turner caught it. He collides with Andrew Brown. And a shot to the head for Justin Turner.
And Justin Turner, a tough dude, so when he's laying down, you know that he hit hard. Good hustle for the ball, and you can just see them both calling for it. And a collision there late. And let's see where Turner took the brunt of this. He got a glove to the face. And watch the lower half. Did he get a knee to knee? That is some kind of collision and some kind of catch, and everybody looks to be okay. Looks to be.
Yeah, and that's Andrew Brown, dazed a bit. The shortstop was in a dead run.
Well, you could see them both calling for it at the same time. And whenever on your road, when you're on the road as a player, you'll hear the fans all kind of screaming, especially when they see 2 guys coming at each other. And you can't hear the off guy. I don't care how loud you scream, you can't hear each other.
Well, 1 pitch, 1 out. And great work by the Mets. Defense on that one. That'll bring in Anthony Rendon, followed by Ryan Zimmerman.
I'll tell you what, as long as everybody's all right, as a manager, you love seeing your guys play like that, going for a ball.
Rendon 0 for 3 career against Matt Harvey, who misses away. Couple of games off. We'll see how Anthony brings it back. That's a fastball brought back to the outside corner. Harvey's career record 11-7, his 31st start. David Wright was playing way off the bag, and it came right to him. 2 outs.
Well, you already saw Andrew Brown and Justin Turner for the Mets defense. Lagares in center, Bird in right, David Wright at third base. Daniel Murphy, the second baseman, Josh Satin at first, and John Buck behind the dish in game 2.
Brian Zimmerman has homered against Matt Harvey. That was last year. Overall 2 for 5 with a walk against this right-hander. And Ryan suddenly 6 for his last 12. Had another 2-hit game this afternoon. David Wright to the backhand side. Long throw and the stretch by Satin. The Nats go 1-2-3 against Matt Harvey. Ballpark still filling up on a beautiful Friday evening here in late July. No score. Second inning presented by Luna. Call tonight or tomorrow for the Luna Double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. Red Porch, Red Loft hopping on this Friday night. And Ross Ohlendorf will face Turner, Buck, and Brown 6, 7, 8 for the Mets. Matt Harvey, 6 pitches, 5 strikes. 28-year-old infielder Justin Turner steps in, former Cal State Fullerton Titan, who was on the 04 the College World Series championship team. And he has 26 hits and 99 at-bats.
Kerwin Danley just said something to him, probably, welcome to Denver.
First pitch changeup. And then the fastball skied to center. Denard Span just drifting with it. Ohlendorf 3 in a row now since that walk to David Wright. That'll bring in the big strong catcher, John Buck.
Remember, after that rough July that Buck had, he's kind of heated up in the month, or the rough June, he's heated up in the month of July. 16 for his last 52, 308 average.
Nobody could get him out to start the season. Big time home run binge early. He's hit 14. 0 for 5 career against the Nats right-hander.
Well, this is large human versus large human.
Yeah, Buck 6'3", 230. Ohlendorf 6'4", 240. And that ball is way foul.
Large against large.
Now that was a changeup and a changeup swing. Oates are 1 and 2. John Buck shut it down and got some contact.
And he's just thankful that wasn't put into play with a little excuse me ground ball to second base.
Pretty good looking 2-strike slider. And the count's even.
Slider sharp so far from Ohlendorf.
And another. Counts full. Fastball right down the middle. Hot shot. Ian Desmond. 2 outs. You can get 2013 single game tickets starting at just $10. Teams still coming in here this year that maybe you haven't seen. The Braves, the Phils, the Giants, and a whole lot more at Nationals Park. Go to nationals.com/tickets. Heading on a short 5-game road trip to Detroit and Milwaukee. And when the Nats come back, Braves, Phillies, Giants on that homestand. Wow. Another fastball. Desmond again. Ohlendorf a much quicker and more efficient second inning. Here comes LaRoche, Worth, and Desmond. Second, 4, 5, 6 coming up, and that means our infinity due-ups for the inning. On this homestand, despite some batting averages that don't overwhelm you, there has been some production. LaRoche has driven in 3, scored 3. Worth 5 home runs over the last 6 games, 8 RBIs. And Ian Desmond, a steal, a double, 3 walks. But for this ball club, it's still a matter of trying to put hits together, get a line, and then keep the line moving. This hasn't been happening. with the exception of yesterday.
Well, it's about scoring runs any way you can. And if it comes via the hit, great. If it comes via the walk and maybe some situational style baseball, great. I feel like with Matt Harvey, the game plan is get him early. And I don't mean early in the game. I mean early in the count. A guy with those kind of out pitches, a slider in the 90s, the curve and change that he has to go with it. You get the first hittable fastball, almost like you're pinch hitting every single time. Get that first heater and get on it.
First pitch fastball to Adam LaRoche. I saw Justin Turner, the shortstop, look into the dugout and say, where should I go? They told him to stay on the other side of the bag for the first pitch. And now that it's 0-1, he goes over to the right field side. And David Wright retreats to an really not even a normal shortstop position. So now they got the shift on big time after the count gets in their favor. And that's a very quick at bat. Matt Harvey with 88 off speed, his first strikeout. He's retired the first 4 Washington hitters.
Well, that's my point about not getting to 2 strikes with Matt Harvey. Watch the changeup right here at 88. 3-pitch see ya. And just a dirty changeup.
Strasburg-like.
Great off speed with a slider curve changeup combination. That one dipping down and away at 88 to Adam LaRoche. That's off a fastball that's 98, 10 miles an hour difference.
Mercedes-Benz on that pitch track, and here's Jason Worth. I mean, that looks unhittable from the center field camera, doesn't it? And he gets a strike with it.
Well, if it looks unhittable from the center field camera, imagine standing in the box.
There's that slider, 91 here early.
Well, when you talk to people about Matt Harvey, he's a lot like a position player to where he's just got the right attitude. He's a gamer, not afraid to pitch in. Great teammate. Guys love to play behind him. He's accountable and does all the right things.
Into right center for Jason Worth. That'll add to his .292 batting average.
A nice piece of hitting right here, just staying on this off speed. Looks like a changeup that ran right back over the plate at 86. Worth stays on it, goes the other way, and there goes a no-hitter.
Jason Worth, first career hit against Harvey in 8 at-bats. He's there with 1 out with Ian Desmond coming in. Ian's had some success against Harvey, 3 for 7 with a home run. That home run was this year in that game June 28th. That was a solo shot in the 5th inning that tied the game at the time. Mets would take the lead. The Nats would come storming back late. Harvey got a no decision in a Washington win.
And that's the night the bullpen blew it for him.
A little bit outside, 2-0.
Well, Ian Desmond looked right back at Kerwin Danley and told him that's down. He even motioned with his hand about how John Buck pulled the ball up into the strike zone. You see the frame by Buck? He pulled it up. That's telling Kerwin Danley and everybody that he thought it was low.
2-1 and a 2-hopper to the shortstop. Daniel Murphy turns it, and the Mets go 6-4-3 to end the bottom of the 2nd. Each team with a hit in the first 2 innings. 5 pitches, 23 strikes. He's retired 5 in a row. It's going to be a loud evening in the district on August 29th after a night game when Sammy Hagar is here. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, Grammy Award winner, guitarist, songwriter, takes the Nats live stage. Game tickets start at $10. Nationals.com/NatsLive. Must have a valid game ticket for August 29th. Some restrictions apply.
The Red Rocker, I'll be in the front row for that one in my 80s gear.
Yeah, get your earplugs, buddy.
I have my wig on, my blonde hairband wig on, and I will be rocking at that one. That is fantastic.
Sammy Hagar on a weeknight in Southeast.
Be singing I Can't Drive 55 word for word with the Red Rocker. Bring it on.
Top of the third inning, Matt Harvey, the hitter. He has 5 hits and 2 RBIs this year, and that's a fastball that runs back to the outside corner. He has 11 career hits and 5 batted in. 0 for 1 career against Ross Ohlendorf. Drops a nasty slider on him, and the big windup has his 3rd strikeout. So that's 3 times $37 to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. From our D.C. area Toyota dealers, Toyota K's for kids.
Yeah, Harvey's thinking, hey, that's a pretty good slider.
Ohlendorf may see one in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Juan Lagares. And Ross will miss outside. Lagares, infield hit first time, right between Zimmerman and Desmond. Ian made a great range to his right, but no chance to throw out this speedster.
And by the way, whoever put those Mr. Met stickers all over my desk today and everywhere in the booth, pretty sure I'm on to who did it. Rhymes with Mooley, Galexandria. And there are Mr. Met stickers everywhere on my desk.
Helping you overcome your fears.
It's great.
Well, they're not laying off that high fastball right now. Out of play to the right off of Juan Lagares' bat. I thought it was a great prank, but somebody up here had loose lips.
Yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, center cut. Out to right center. Denard Span waiting for it, and Ross Ohlendorf is settling in. 7 in a row retired since the walk to David Wright, and he'll face Daniel Murphy with 2 outs and the bases empty. Julie Alexandria in a very lame attempt to defend herself.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Setting me up to win here. You know, FP, you've always said that Mr. Met haunts you, so I was trying to get you to overcome your fear. There's no way to overcome your biggest fear unless you face it and stare it down straight in the face and own it. And that was my attempt for you to finally own Mr. Met right then and there.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Can you give that speech to the ball club to your right? That fired me up.
That's what I was supposed to do. That was my intention, FP. I know that he's haunted you for a long time. He's been following you. He haunts your dreams. This was our chance to get him.
That's great. Thank you.
Julie, do not go in the dugout right now. That's a base hit up the middle for Daniel Murphy. His 5th hit of the day. Well, my conclusion is the only thing you've really done, you've confronted your fear of Mr. Met stickers. It's not exactly the real thing.
Yeah. Some people don't like clowns and they're scared of them. I'm scared of Mr. Met.
I have a feeling the 2 shall meet at some point.
Oh.
Here's David Wright. 2nd hit for the Mets there. That one to Ian Desmond. He bobbles. Still out at second base as he kept his wits about him. On to the bottom of the 3rd. Lombardozzi straight ahead for the Nats. hit but faced the minimum 6. AFCEA, the Association for Global Security Professionals. And with a more conventional sideline report, here's Julie.
Thanks, guys. I hope you recovered from that, by the way. Well, if there's one person who's very familiar with this Mets team, that would be Scott Hairston, our newest Nat, who played for the Mets in New York in the 2011 and the 2012 season. And I asked him what knowledge he has to impart to these Nats guys as far as what they have to be aware of facing this Mets team. And he said, well, I'm definitely going to be chiming in that meeting at the beginning of this series. He said the biggest threat, the Mets starting pitching. He said, we have our work cut out for us as hitters. Yesterday, we put together some good at-bats, so we have to find a way to string that together and keep this thing going. But he said, I've also been impressed by our starting pitching, so we definitely stack up.
Scott Hairston hit .263 with 20 homers for the Mets last year. Drove in 57 runs in 134 games. Bottom of the third, Steve Lombardozzi leads off, goes up hacking. 1 for 6 career against Matt Harvey. Lombardozzi's had a good couple of days. 3 hits here against the Pirates yesterday. Scored 2 runs, drove 1 in. He was 2 for 4 in the first game this afternoon. And that's blown away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball at 96, just missing, blown away. In the air to left, tailing toward the line, and Andrew Brown there. First out, bottom of the third.
So I always talk about, changing pens, Bob on the other chair, switching things up a little bit, maybe taking a different route to the ballpark when you're scuffling. This is at 6:30 today. Ian Desmond in the Nats dugout, switching every helmet around in the helmet rack, trying to change things up. So you see him flipping them all right side up, taking the W, turning it around. And then he took all the bats, and usually the handle is sticking out of the bat rack, so he flipped them all upside down, so all the barrels are sticking out of the bat rack. So you don't think we're superstitious, huh? Trying to change things up anyway.
Sure. Well, and who knows more about helmets than Ian Desmond? He takes off the helmet of every home run hitter.
Now he's gone from helmet taker-offer guy to helmet turner-arounder guy here.
That is over the bag and fair. Hits the short corner. Ramos is going to have to hustle. Andrew Brown up with it. It's a slide-in double for the Nats catcher. That'll be his 11th extra base hit of the year on double number 6.
We see the pitch on the inner half, a little run to that fastball. Wilson Ramos, who never met a fastball he didn't like, hits it right over the bag. Look out, Dave Rackley, and look at him chugging into second base with a double. Can't slow down to Buffalo. That's a stampede double for Wilson Ramos.
Yeah. How big to get an early run to lead Matt Harvey and the Mets? Ohlendorf, as a Nat hitter, 0 for 7. As a major league hitter, his average .078, but he has a homer and 4 RBIs.
That swing right there was an afterthought.
Hard not to take that left foot and step in the bucket against a right-hander like this. And he shows bunt. 0-2.
Well, that's I had no chance at the first fastball. I'm going to try to bunt the second one. Not a bad idea, really. I got a battle.
And overmatched, strikeout number 2 for Matt Harvey. Top of the order. We'll see if Denard Span can get something going here. Span swung at the first pitch he saw. Flared a fly ball, left field line. Turner, Brown collided. Justin Turner held on. This time up, he takes a strike. Denard's driven in 26 runs on the year. That drops in, strike two, 84.
Well, second time around, you get the full arsenal from Matt Harvey. He'll throw you the curveball, the slider, the change. Tries to show you just the fastball primarily first time through. A couple secondary pitches here and there, but he'll break out everything second time.
And you saw where John Buck wanted that fastball way upstairs.
Usually off a high fastball, you go with that curveball right behind it. Start at same eye level and drop it in there.
Hits are even at 2. Nats trying to break on top first. And he just blows Denard Span away with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, his third strikeout. Game on between these two right-handers. Our wounded warriors tonight and their families. It's our Navy Federal Credit Union Troop Recognition. 4 million members, 4 million stories. Navy Federal Credit Union. And what stories those families have to tell that we can't be grateful enough on a daily basis here at Nationals Park to them. What a night. Beautiful here. And no score. Middle innings upon us as Ross Ohlendorf will face Marlon Byrd, Josh Satin, and Justin Turner for the Mets. Phillies have an early run at Detroit. St. Louis has an early run at Atlanta. No score here. Marlon Byrd struck out first time up. Ohlendorf, 45 pitches, 32 strikes so far. He's going with that fastball right now. Mets have been hacking at it.
You see the add and subtract, though. That one 91. He's been 94, 95. Early in the count, get a strike, maybe a rollover ground ball to a first pitch fastball guy. You take those 4 or 5 miles an hour off, that's a big difference.
Yeah, what a luxury for a pitcher to have when you've got the mid-90s stuff to work off of.
You never hear the term anymore, Cart, but back in the 90s, the word BP fastball was used all the time, and guys used to feature it, and all it was is, 4 or 5 miles an hour off the regular fastball. It wasn't a changeup, but they just kind of throw it in there and get you out in front to hit a ground ball. Guys don't use that anymore. It's a great pitch.
And if you take just a little bit off, it'll usually move more than your number one.
Steve McCaddy. He started a game, he finished it.
Yes, he did. One ball and 2 strikes. There's the big windup. What a great slider. Good job by Bird to lay off. There's a straight change. See the dive on that 82. Strikeout number 4, Kinetic North America to track it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ross Ohlendorf knows exactly who he's pitching against tonight, and his focus is fine. You talk about the fastball 90 to 95. The slider as good as I've seen it. And this changeup right here to Marlon Byrd, he knows he doesn't have a whole lot of room for error, and he has brought his A+ game so far here tonight.
Boy, that side shot Exmo, amazing. Bat gone, ball not even in the frame. That's a pretty good pitch. Kerwin Danley took a long look at it, called it ball 1. Almost identical. As you can see, a good batter's eye for the hitters here at Nationals Park.
Yeah, coming right out of that AstroTurf up there in center field. Hitters will tell you, Carp, that's a big difference. When you are in a ballpark that has a great hitter's eye, you pick up the rotation earlier, you pick up the seams. The ball is brighter out of the pitcher's hand. And all batter's eyes in the major league are good, but there's just some that are better than others. And I think a lot of guys will tell you Colorado and Arizona are 2 of the best.
And a ball driven toward the scoreboard. That'll hit right at the base of the board off the bat of Josh Satin. That's 26 hits for him in 30 games for the Mets. And batting up around 345 or so. He's aboard with 1 out.
Yeah, really starting to establish himself as a tough out in the National League. You look at the pitch, kind of paid himself into a corner right there with a couple of sliders that just missed. So in a 2-0 count, goes with a fastball, Satin all over it for a double in the gap. Short, compact swing, not a whole lot to it. And I'm sure Terry Collins likes writing that name in the lineup.
Here's Justin Turner, the shortstop, flied to span in center first time. And another shot for Wilson Ramos. Checking that mask, make sure everything's in order.
Well, if your nickname's Buffalo, there's a good chance you're going to take a foul ball off the head.
Great fastball. 94 at the knees with movement. And that was a late breaker. Turner did well to foul it.
And just got a piece of that one. I think got a piece of Curran Danley.
AT&T fact of the game.
Skipper wants to hit. Check that out.
Doubleheaders have been good to the Nats. They swept 3 in 2011, 5 others. We had crazy weather, resulting in a lot of double dips that year.
I remember that. It was my first year here, and I thought, wow, the Nats play 2 games every single day.
And none some other days.
I didn't have enough ammo for 2 innings back then, let alone 18. Davey Johnson looking for some run.
Yeah, right now hoping Ohlendorf can prevent one. Turner's driven in 7 runs with his 26 hits. That is a foul tip. So Turner stayed alive. Ramos wasn't sure, so he scrambled for the ball so he could make the tag with first base open. Didn't want to have to make a throw with a guy at second. Starring Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. 2 Guns. See it in theaters everywhere. August 2nd, next weekend.
The story of the 2 pitchers on the mound tonight here at Nats Park.
Yep. Remember the Mets Young Guns of years ago? I know Bill Pulsifer and Jason Isringhausen were 2 of those. Bobby Jones was one. They had 4 young pitchers they were crazy about back in the 90s, and things didn't work out for all of them. One ball, 2 strikes. Off speed to get the strikeout, finally. Justin Turner pretty good at bat, but Ohlendorf just keeps throwing things right around the plate. 5 Ks.
Well, the changeup has been good, too. Look at the dip there at the end. Powered changeup. And look at where the misses are on pitch track, all below the strike zone. Ohlendorf has been out in front on time. And all 3 of his pitches have been sharp here against the Mets so far.
That'll bring in the catcher, John Buck. Hot shot to Ian Desmond, thrown out first time. That ball was sitting up, and it's over the head of Lombardozzi. Satin scores easily, and the Mets 2 doubles in the 4th to take the lead. John Buck, 53rd RBI.
Yeah, you called it, Carb. Maybe the only high pitch from Ohlendorf so far in the game. It's just a hang-in changeup right out over the plate. Kind of sped up the bat of John Buck. Catches it out front, and no matter who was playing left field, they didn't have a chance at that one. So a couple of doubles leads to the Mets' first run here in the 4th.
John Buck's first career hit in 7 at-bats against Ross Ohlendorf, and that'll bring in Andrew Brown. First base open, pitcher on deck. And he can ride that 94 up and in for a strike. Runner looking in from second. The battery will get together.
And that runner is
a catcher.
Yes.
Who can hit?
Catchers know signs. They know sequences. They've used them all. And it only takes them 2 or 3 pitches to figure them out when they're standing on second base. remember Oral Hershiser with the Dodgers playing second base behind him. I said, what sign are you using? And it was like figuring out calculus with the runner on second.
There's a straight change of beauty diving straight down.
If the last pitch was a curveball, then they would go the sign after the curveball sign. So whatever pitch was thrown before that, it was the sign after that pitch, but it was based on the outs. And I just shook my head, ran back to second base, and said, I have no idea what's coming. I mean, you could launch a space shuttle with the signs they were using.
Yeah. Smartest bulldog ever. Breaking ball low and away.
He said, no one will ever steal my signs. I said, no one will ever get your signs.
Well, we keep a copy of Men at Work up here in the booth. Oral Hershiser in the future perfect tense is the title of that chapter by the great George Will, who's here all the time. Fascinating read, really timeless, with LaRussa, Hershiser, Gwynn, and Ripken talking about the different departments of this amazing game. Ohlendorf upstairs strikes out the side, gives up a run, and the Mets break out on top.
.com to learn about Cox Advanced TV Plus. Well, the story of this one has been both starting pitchers. Matt Harvey has been as advertised, and Ross Ohlendorf has done a nice job too. Made one mistake to John Buck last inning, but the secondary pitches along with the 95-mile-an-hour fastball have been sharp, and y'all know about Matt Harvey, starting pitcher for the National League in the All-Star game, doing his thing, touching 98 a few times here tonight.
Harvey, 29 pitches, 22 strikes, so he's got a low pitch count through 3. Through 4, Ohlendorf's at 67 over 47. 2-3-4 for the Nats. Rendon, Zimmerman, and LaRoche.
P-Carp, that's the dilemma with Harvey. Do you get him early in the count? Do you wait him out? And if you wait him out, it's tough. I mean, that's how you can get to Harvey and how the Nats beat him last time, getting in the bullpen, right? Ran his pitch count up, couldn't finish the game. I think there was a really good at-bat in there by Jason Worth that ran his pitch count up and maybe got into the Mets bullpen. But on a guy that strikes out everybody with fantastic secondary pitches, I think you got to get on that first fastball.
Yeah, Harvey struck out 11 Nats that night, but he threw 109 pitches in 7 innings.
I want to see there might have been a Ross Detweiler walk in there that was the key to the game. About a 12-pitch job.
Well, Detweiler struck out, but it was 10 pitches. So one pitcher made the other work, and that was at the tail end of his 3rd inning. He had retired all 9, but Ross kind of set him up to throw some pitches later. Rendon, Zimmerman, and LaRoche.
Well, I've always said there's certain guys you're aggressive with and certain guys you wait out. The guys you wait out don't have good out pitches. The guys you're aggressive with throw strikes and have fantastic out pitches. And that applies here tonight for the Nats.
Check swing on that fastball. Anthony protecting that outside corner because Harvey's been running that heat back to the edge so well. 3 strikeouts in the early going. Zimmerman grounded out to David Wright first time. Say one thing about David Wright when Matt Harvey's pitching, he doesn't play any right-handers to pull per se. He's a good 20 feet off the third base line for almost everybody. Rendon looks at ball 3.
It's such easy gas, too, from Harvey. It's not like there's a whole lot of effort involved. He's a drop and drive guy, using his legs a lot. Slow arm. Ball jumps out of it.
Rendon can't reach the breaking pitch. 3 swinging strikeouts in a row, 4 in the game. Nissan will track it.
Yeah, 91 mile an hour, 3-2 slider for Matt Harvey, and that gets a lot of right-handed hitters because you're thinking 3-2, he's going to challenge me with a heater. I'm sitting on 98, pulls the string on 91. That's pitching.
Zimmerman 2 for 6 with a walk career against Harvey. It was a good approach by Ryan. Thought he could drive that fastball the other way. It was just a little further out than maybe he anticipated. It's a good approach, though. Adam LaRoche totally focused on watching Harvey. Zimmerman drives this ball to center. Didn't get it. Juan Lagares does. 2 outs. Saturdays and Sundays at Nationals Park, the Harris Teeter Family Fun Pack. It's been a staple for families here at the park for years. You get a ticket, hot dog, chips, and a drink with the all-inclusive Harris Teeter Family Fun Pack starting at just $19. It's available online only at nationals.com/family. Spectacular night here at the ballpark. Trying to light up that scoreboard a bit. LaRoche struck out swinging first time. This time they go right into the full shift right with the first pitch. Ball 1. Counts even.
Well, you saw LaRoche right there asking Kerwin Danley, bottom of the zone. And that's what you say to an umpire, just so you know if you have to cover that pitch in a 2-strike count. It's also a polite way of saying that ball was way low.
Now, what's the phrase you use? Is that as low as we're going?
Yeah, it's just bottom of the zone. So I got to say, bottom of the zone, question mark. As far out as we're going. Are you kidding me?
Or we saw one yesterday. Really?
How many beers did you have between games? No, you don't say things like that.
Kerwin Danley didn't have to work this afternoon. That's the new way doubleheaders get handled. Home plate umpire first game gets the evening off. Home plate umpire night game had the afternoon off.
It's a good rule, by the way.
Yeah. Well, they didn't know it was going to be 81 perfect degrees when they scheduled the umpires. Could have been 95 here. LaRoche gone. Harvey on a roll with a 1-run lead. What kind of fun is ahead? The fly is on time. He was late today, but he sent him back the other way. You called him the tardy fly earlier, right?
Yeah, that is the Sharknado.
Yeah.
In case you missed it the other night, just totally wiping out the Presidents.
So the fly turned him around. The Sharknado took out 4 Presidents. And Big Bill, who had gone down early, is there at the end.
Had a few pizzas around the foul pole and wins the race.
Watch out for insects and undersea creatures here at the ballpark.
2 Presidents races in one day. Awesome.
Change up, first pitch, Matt Harvey from Ross Ohlendorf. 68th pitch, 48th strike. 5th inning underway. It's only Harvey's 3rd professional season. You wonder how 6 teams passed on him in 2010. Well, one of them had to, because the Nats had to take Bryce Harper, of course. But 5 other teams chose other players before the Mets drafted Matt Harvey.
It's funny, he didn't throw 99 to 100 in the minor leagues. He's a guy that sat at 94, 95, and his fastball has actually gained velocity as a big leaguer.
How does that happen?
Well,
just maturing, bigger, stronger?
Yeah, and, you know, the facilities are better. You know, the training, the nutrition, all of that. The coaches,
watching your mechanics to make sure you maximize what you're doing, right?
Yes. I mean, you have every opportunity at the highest level to be the best player you can be, just based on the weight rooms in the clubhouses, the travel, the nutrition, the cages to hit in, the video, all that stuff. Not to mention major league coaches that are the best in the business. And you're silly if you don't use every single one of those to make yourself better. You talk to guys that have played in the minor leagues for a long time, they say the biggest difference about the big leagues is you have every opportunity to make yourself the best you can be. It's all at your fingertips if you want to use it.
2 balls, no strikes. And a ball over the plate, hammered out to center. Denard Span. And he's got it. 390 feet away. Got back in time so he could wait for it to come down. That man plays a sweet center field.
He does. And he timed this just right. And you thought that maybe with the day Lagares is having that he got this. A nice route by Denard Span. Take a little peek, find the fence, feel the dirt on your cleats, and then take a chunk out of the E in attitude. A nice play by Denard Span. And the reason you jump right there when you're close to the fence is so, you know, when you hit it, you don't hit it as hard. And somebody's going to have to put some stitches in the left center field wall.
Yeah. I don't know if they make green duct tape, but something will be on there tomorrow. Here's Daniel Murphy. And Ohlendorf starts him off 87. Murphy based it up the middle last time, fouled out in the first. '81. He is really varying his speeds. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
81 miles an hour, first pitch away. This one, bottom dropped out.
(0-2) with 2 outs. Just hitting good spots here. Fastball tailing away. All Murphy could do is foul it off.
And if you're Ross Ohlendorf, control what you can control. Can't worry about the Mets already have a run. You can't worry about Matt Harvey being on the mound. Just keep pounding that zone and hope your team finds a way.
Murphy going so well. You even throw him a good changeup, he fouls it away.
David Wright getting big on the on-deck circle.
Well, Daniel Murphy has to enjoy hitting in front of that all-star.
Tell you what, I hit in front of Barry Bonds the whole year in San Francisco. It's a lot of pressure. People want to see him hit, so you got to get on base, keep the inning going, so you get in the box.
That's the most respected and admired man in that Mets clubhouse. I mean, guys, I had one of them tell me today, we've been waiting for 10 years to find a flaw in David Wright. He's just such a great person and a pretty good ball player. There's Murphy, another multi-hit night. This guy's impressive. 6-game hitting streak, 13 for his last 23. When the Nats win and score 7 or more, everybody wins. 50% off regular menu price online orders. So the Nats did that yesterday. Enter the promo code NATS50 at papajohns.com when ordering. Valid in D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia. Participating Papa John's. You can do that tonight because of yesterday.
I might have eaten a whole Papa John's between games. Large.
I watched the carnage, sat over here in silence, waiting for an offer of a slice.
I get stingy with my pizza.
David Wright gets under one. Out behind second base. Getting to twilight time here, but Desmond sees it. Ian makes the play. Jason Worth, a base hit tonight. A base hit this afternoon. He's been hitting around 320 over the last month and a half, and he's been on a power binge lately as well. Brought to you by DentaQuest, who reminds you to smile. It's Friday. Affordable coverage for priceless smiles. Ask your broker about DentaQuest. Nats have been 2 hit and shut out by Matt Harvey so far. So it'll be 5, 6, 7 for the Nats on our Kia do-ups, what they've done this month. Worth, Desmond, Lombardozzi. Visit Kia.com to learn why Kia is one of the fastest growing car brands in America. Worth has a hit tonight. First Nats hit, 1 out, 2nd inning. Lined it over second base. Clean single to right center. Harvey came into this inning, 44 pitches, 31 strikes. Bangs the 97 fastball right in there, 0-2. That mitt popping all over the ballpark. 2-2. Desmond next, and then Lombardozzi.
Matt Harvey recently had an article in Men's Journal magazine to where he said he wanted to be like Derek Jeter off the field. Then he had that ESPN The Magazine article come out to where he was basically nude in that magazine, and all of a sudden he decided that he was going to be more focused, take care of business on the field. Maybe a few people had a talk with him to say, hey, don't get carried away with this fame thing and lose your focus on what you need to do to be the ace of the staff. Took it personally, and he's done a nice job since.
Jason Worth, doesn't matter who he's facing these days. Broken bat, intact bat, just keeps collecting base hits. Worth is up to 298 now with that hit.
You look at that look on Jason Worth's face. It's like, hey, we got to find a way to win this game. And you look at the running fastball from Matt Harvey. And gets just enough barrel on this baseball and is strong enough to throw it over Justin Turner's head. Second base hit for Worth. And the third base hit of the night for the Nats. So leadoff man on, get him in the stretch, see what happens.
Hey, you face this guy 3 or 4 times and take some swings, you're going to bust some bats. You'll take those hits. And Worth, after going 0 for 7 against this young star, 2 for 2 tonight. Leadoff man aboard. First time tonight the Nats have had their leadoff hitter on. Desmond hit the ball sharply first time, but a 6-4-3 right at Justin Turner. Two and one.
Every once in a while as a hitter, you got to take a chance. You get into a count like this, guess fastball, make it be in a location, and let it rip. He throws you anything else, he's got you. You throw me a slider right here, so what? I am all over your fastball in a 2-1 count.
Didn't get the fastball. That one cutting outside. 3-1.
Yeah, going with the slider. Same way here. Just swing because you're ahead 3-1. Sit on a fastball. Take it to a location. Be specific with the location. And when it's there, come unglued.
Fastball up, and a good disciplined at bat by Ian Desmond. 2 on, nobody out. And a contact man, Lombardozzi, coming on.
I'll tell you what, when Ian Desmond takes that aggressive nature that he has and applies a little bit more of a game plan to it, that 274 is going to be about 320, and his average is going to skyrocket. So a fine line between being patient and aggressive, but once he starts to get the ball into his zone on a more consistent basis, that average will be over 300 consistently.
Well, number 7 spot in the lineup. David Wright's even with the bag. Josh Satin a little behind his at first. Not always a bunting situation down at this part of the lineup, but 90 feet and runs are so precious against a guy like this. It has to be in some way, any way possible, a productive out, unless it's a hit. And Lombardozzi goes up hacking. He's been aggressive tonight.
Yeah, tough to bunt the 7-hole guy to get to Wilson Ramos. I mean, if you do, you're basically taking the bat out of Wilson's hands. And then it would be up to probably Denard Span to drive in the runs.
It's interesting. All 15 of Lombardozzi's RBIs with runners in scoring position. That's the kind of hitter he is. Saw the changeup. It skipped into the mid of John Buck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maybe bunting for a hit, and it just got off to the left, 1-2.
No, it was definitely bunting for a hit. He didn't square early. It was at the last second. It was a base hit bunt attempt. Not a bad idea because he's not just flat sacrificing. In Lombardozzi's mind, he's thinking bases loaded, 1 out, nobody out, excuse me, for Wilson Ramos. Now you got to fight. Stick your nose in there, try to put it in play.
He's done a good job of that lately. One and two, and a fastball up and away, unreachable. Strikeout number 5 for Matt Harvey, 1 out. Kinetic North America tracking it up.
Yeah, 98. Watch the run on this too. He just took off. So now Wilson Ramos doubled his first time up, and he would love another one of those right here, right now.
He pulled it right down the third base line. The Mets give him a big gap in right center. That was Ramos' first career at bat against Harvey. And a little tapper left side foul. Your mission, our commitment. Visit agilitycorp.com. Lowest ERA for pitchers debuting since 1921. Look at the ERAs, lowest in their first 30 career starts. Strasburg was magnificent in his most recent start. Ramos and a bouncer up the middle. A shovel and a throw that hits the runner, and a run will score. Daniel Murphy really floated one over to first base, way off line. And the Nats get even with Worth coming home.
Well, there was no hurry for Daniel Murphy right here with Wilson Ramos running. What a feed by Justin Turner right on the money. Just a glove flip to Murphy, and for whatever reason, he felt like he had to rush. Look how much time he has. Ramos not even near the bag. That allows the Nats to tie this score up. Little bad break that hit Wilson Ramos. That ball goes into the camera well. Ramos is on second.
Fielder's choice, E4. And a bouncing ball off the bat of Ohlendorf. Murphy will handle that one. That was Murphy's 15th error of the year. The Nats will pick up an unearned run. Hey, against Matt Harvey, you earn everything you get.
Game tied at 1, heading to the top of the 6th. I want to show you something. It's something simple, but it fires me up every single time I see it. Watch Ross Ohlendorf run to first base on this routine ground ball to Daniel Murphy. I mean, that is a hard 90, folks. That's what the game's all about. This is the starting pitcher, and watch the effort right here, running down the first baseline. That fires me up, and that's what I'm talking about, and that hopefully rubs off on some other people in the first base dugout. That's good stuff.
Well, that's what Randy Knorr was talking about around the cage the other day. You value every moment, every hour, every day you're in the major leagues, and Ross Ohlendorf just really getting it going down to first base.
That and the 12 cups of coffee I had between games fire me up. That's good stuff right there, and
yeah,
nobody likes that more than Randy Knorr.
He looks fired up.
Hey, it's your starting pitcher. He's out there busting it for 5 innings already, and he goes down the line like that. That's inspirational.
Bird, Satin, Turner, top of the 6th. New York, 82 pitches, 58 strikes for Ross Ohlendorf. One pitch, one bounce. One throw, one out. Mets box score. Lagar's first inning hit. Murphy, third inning hit. Doubles by Satin and Buck, 1 out apart in the 4th. Their run, and John Buck collected his 53rd RBI. Daniel Murphy had another hit in the 5th. Ohlendorf, though, doing a great job right now. Here's Satin, who went the other way and banged a double off the base of the scoreboard in right center.
You know why that fires me up, Bob? Because that's the only thing you can control on a daily basis is your approach to the game. You can't control whether you win or lose. You can't control whether you get hits or not. You know, as a pitcher, once you let go of the baseball, it's up to, you know, your defenders behind you. But the one thing you can control on a daily basis is your approach to the game and how hard you play it. And when you approach it like that on a daily basis, good things happen. It rubs off on your teammates. Other teams notice it. And we just talked about the Pirates that came through here. They play that way every single day, and it's fun to watch.
Ian Desmond scooping that one up. Ohlendorf is having himself an evening here. Bring your group out to Nationals Park. Group tickets great for company outings, birthday parties, family reunions, just a whole bunch of fun. Bigger the group, the bigger the savings. And to check it out, great group opportunities at nationals.com/groups. Justin Turner, the hitter, he has flied to center and struck out swinging. And of course, coaches will tell you when you're a young player or a professional player, they shouldn't have to tell you if you're anything but a young player, but if you hustle, you will never embarrass yourself. Ohlendorf's got that fastball right in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. June 12th at Colorado, 89 pitches. Great outing. Right there tonight here in the 6th.
Had 88 last time out in relief.
Just casually drops 80 in there. Nissan will track it.
And dropping that changeup in there. Nice pitch for strike 2.
Ohlendorf, 6 innings at Colorado, 2 hits, 1 run that night. Walked a couple, struck out a couple. Nationals won that game 5-1. That was the second game of a series after the Nationals had lost the night before. One, two, they want to jam him. Up and in. Zimmerman to his left. Couldn't stay with it. Desmond picks it up and no chance for a play. That ball hit sharply with a lot of topspin.
Well, it's an in-between hop, and you called it when it hit the dirt on the second hop. Now, Ryan Zimmerman had to give with it, and if you watch that first false step right there where he had to go in, deciding whether he was going to get the bottom of that big hop or play the second hop again, that was the difference. Not an easy play, and once again, an in-between hop, and they gave that an error?
Yeah, they did.
Huh.
Runner at first, 2 outs. John Buck, the hitter.
Let's watch this real speed. This is what the official scorer saw, and you make the call. I don't know. I thought it was an infield single based on the in-between hop and how he had to give with it.
I agree with you. And the fact that it took a while for the call to come, that means to me they looked at it in slow-mo or even X-mo. And I just don't think that should be the way it's done.
Well, the best part about it wasn't an error on Adam LaRoche.
I mean, how did official scorers used to score things before there was replay? They trusted what they saw.
They had a quarter?
No.
And they flipped it up in the air?
No.
Heads hit, tails error.
And that quarter's worth $2.88 these days.
I feel like it might still be there.
1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to John Buck. A runner goes. Swing and a fly ball out of play right side. So Justin Turner on the move.
Well, he had a great jump. Buck had to protect him, 2-strike count, but that base was stolen all the way. Almost a walking lead right there for Justin Turner,
who has not stolen a base this year. Mets swiped 3 in the game this afternoon. They have 60 on the year, and they're in the top 5 in the National League in stolen bases. They're in the top 7 in home runs. And their big day put them in the top 6 in runs coming into this nightcap. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hitter made an offer. No swing, says Lance Barksdale at first base.
Boy, Ohlendorf does a nice job of controlling the running game on his own. A good call by Barksdale at first. Buck didn't go. But you saw Turner with a walking lead. He got a good jump. He threw over once, and then he held his set position right there so that Turner couldn't get rhythm on him and get another walking lead to steal second.
And Ohlendorf goes skipping off the mound. He looks like he's running to first base.
Little fist pump right there.
85 miles an hour. His 8th strikeout. 1-1 ball game after 5.5. Top of the order coming up for the Nats. Ohlendorf really good tonight. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning. This moment in history brought to you by Volkswagen. Sign then drive event going on now. You can drive away for practically just your signature. John Lannon, major league debut, 5th player in history to be ejected, and it happened in the 5th inning. 1 out, bases empty. He gets Chase Utley with an inside pitch. Down to first he goes. Ryan Howard, who had hit a 2-run homer earlier, steps in, and Hunter Wendelstedt throws John Lannon out of the game. But you know what? He didn't get the loss. The Nats came battling back and beat the Phillies 7-6 with Chad Cordero's 20th save that year. Crazy times back on July 26th of 07.
Might be a case of reading a little too much into the situation.
And I think Don Sutton made a good comment that night. He said it's a good umpire who made a bad decision. Some things you just don't forget, and that was crazy.
It's a good line. How about a bad umpire that made a good decision?
There's been a few.
Yeah.
Bottom 6, Denard Spano for 2. Forgot to check to see how many times Nook Logan was on base that night. I have to pull the book back out. They think they've got archives over on Capitol Hill.
Oh, your scorebooks are National Archives.
Denard Span puts a charge into one to center. Lagares, he just went sprinting back and catches it about 380 feet away. Rendon and Zimmerman the next two with the Nats. A Worth base hit in the 2nd. Ramos double, 1 out, 3rd, did not score. Then Worth the base hit. Desmond the walked. And the Ramos ground ball. Possible double play. Daniel Murphy threw it away, and that's how the Nats tied the game last inning. Rendona's pulled it to 3rd on the ground and struck out swinging. Harvey trying to get into cruise control again. He's due to bat 2nd in the top of the 7th. No activity in the Nats bullpen. Ross Ollendorf has thrown 97 pitches, 69 strikes. Hard hit the other way. Booted by Satin and out on a close play as Harvey evidently beat Rendon to the bag. And here comes Davey to talk about it with Lance Barksdale.
Well, good hustle by Anthony Rendon, getting down there, not giving up on the play, running hard all the way, made it very close at first base. Well, we'll take another look at it after the argument, but I thought he was safe. Could be wrong with the naked eye from up here, but it looked like he beat Matt Harvey in the throw. Another look at it right there. We talk about bang, bang. What do you got, Carp?
Well, on the previous replay, I thought Harvey barely got it. From there, it looks like a dead heat. And I know you always say it's hard to tell on 2 or 3 replays.
Give him the benefit of the doubt for sure.
Ryan Zimmerman. Boy, that was a good swing by Rendon. Great piece of contact going the other way.
I think he has the ball, so just let's watch the feet, and that'll tell the story with the Exmo. Yeah, looks like he beat him. That's why umpires don't sit up in the booth. They're right there looking straight at it.
Zimmerman scorches one to left. Ryan is now 7 for his last 15. 3rd career hit against Harvey, 3 for 8. That'll get Adam LaRoche to the plate here in the 6th.
How about the swings here in the 6th? An arch span, deep fly ball out. Anthony Rendon hit that ball in the money, and now Ryan Zimmerman with a base hit to left. So maybe picking up Matt Harvey the 3rd time around. Look at the big leg kick. Get her down early. Square it up. Head to the baseball. Nice. So 3 hard hit balls in a row here in the 6th for the Nationals.
Adam LaRoche 0 for 2. Strikeout. Ground ball to first. Shift is on. With Daniel Murphy a good 15 feet out into right field. That's going to back up another step or two. And a ball that skips by the foot of LaRoche, and John Buck able to keep it close.
Well, Zimmerman's a lot like Justin Turner. If you don't pay attention to him on first base, he'll get that rolling lead and steal a base on you with 2 outs. That's all it takes, a throw over. I'm sure Terry Collins well aware.
High strike on the changeup. Mercedes-Benz to track it.
And not necessarily where you want your changeup in that location, but LaRoche 1-0, sitting fastball all the way.
Two-one count. Target outer half. And a rip evens things up.
I love the way Adam LaRoche gets into a batter's box. It's like he has a thought. He's got a game plan. He steps in, stares down the pitcher as he's getting in the batter's box, almost like a golfer stand over a shot looking at the flag. Look at the pitcher. Have a thought, get a game plan, look right back out there. Here you go. Every single time, same routine.
Target definitely up and away. And then he throws one downstairs at 92. LaRoche strikes out. Nats have stranded 3. This titanic duel into the 7th.
Baseball game in game 2 of the day-night doubleheader. Jason Worth 2 for 2 with a couple of knocks, and both pitchers have been very, very good. But how about Ross Ohlendorf and just the attitude, the focus, and the energy he's added to this ball game? Not to mention the stuff. Slider right there to Marlon Byrd. Look at this changeup to Justin Turner, and How about the hustle down the line? Put your head down and go. It's only 90 feet. It's not that hard. Running hard every single time. That fires you up. And watch the fist pump right here by Ohlendorf after the strikeout. So a guy loving life, getting a second chance at the big league level, getting the job done here in a big way so far tonight.
Yeah, just about a week and a half short of his 31st birthday. Andrew Brown, Matt Harvey, Juan Lagares, top 7 for the Mets. Brown is grounded to short, struck out swinging. This is a big at bat right here. Mets want him on so Harvey can bunt him. To Hopper Zimmerman, charges. And that base runner is aboard. Ryan's so aggressive, running in full speed. His second error of the game.
Yeah, played it like a do or die play. Might have had a little more time than he thought, but he gets the in-between hop, tries to slap it into his glove. We've seen him do that before, and then once it pops up in the air, you know, with the speed of Andrew Brown, he's on base. So charges Zimmerman with the error right there, and you're right, Carp. One-run game, tie game, excuse me. Leadoff man on for the pitcher. Now it's up to Matt Harvey to advance him.
3 sacrifice bunts this year. And he guides it out of play, right side.
Now you talk about helping yourself as a pitcher. This is a perfect example right here, right now. Top of the 7th, 1-1 game. Sacrifice bunt is huge.
Strike 2 now. In theaters July 31st. The Smurfs 2.
Smurfs 1 was the 2011 rookie costume for the Washington Nationals.
Oh, yeah. I remember that train ride to New York.
Hilarious.
Totally embarrassing.
Michael Morse with the speakers playing the theme from the Smurfs. Fantastic. That's a good pitch. It's exactly what you want to do to somebody in an 0-2 count that's squaring around a bunt. They offer at it, strike 3. Chase him up and in. And look, he almost offers at it. It was just a hair too far inside and at his head. It's the right idea, though.
Fastball up. The ball stayed fair. Alan LaRoche picks it up and tags out the hitter. Sacrifice 1 unassisted.
And you saw LaRoche, he had notions of letting that ball roll, but if you do, all of a sudden you're staring a big inning right in the eye. And I think he thought better of it, picked it up and got the out. But that would have been interesting to see if that ball rolled foul.
Rendon was circling in behind him to get to the bag. But you have to trust your instincts, and that's a guy who's won a Gold Glove and has played bunts over there for a number of years.
Right.
Something told him, pick it up, get the out.
Well, as a fielder, Carp, and I've done it on the third base side, you can see the rotation of the baseball, and if it's got that true 12-6 rotation, you know it's going to stay fair. But if it's got that kind of hook rotation, you know you can let it go foul. So he eyeballed the baseball and made the play.
Juan Lagares, 1 for 3. Last time, he pinned Denard Span up against the left center field wall.
A tough situation for Ohlendorf, right? got to bear down right here to Lagarce because that guy is on deck. Daniel Murphy, who's having a huge day.
Yeah, then David Wright after that. And a 2-0 just missing away.
A 3-0 changeup right there at 85.
Unless that's his version of the BP fastball.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Because he has thrown the changeup as slow as 82.
I mean, his fastball's been 92 to 95 all night long, and he just threw a 3-0 changeup.
'87.
I don't know if he's lost his fastball or not, but those are some interesting reads on the scoreboard, and that was a fastball at 87, and I do think the 3-0 pitch was too.
Well, he's well beyond the 89 he threw in those 6 innings at Colorado, June 12th. Here we are 6 weeks later. He's making his second start. Although the outing he had Sunday was almost like a start, 6 innings against the Dodgers in that lopsided game. And that ball hit well to center. Span going back. He will be cruising by the time he gets there. And look at that play to turn around, hit the cutoff man, and keep the runner at second base. Good stuff.
Real good stuff. Well, anything that's got a little bit of hang time to it in center field, you know Denard Span is just going to go cruise control to get it. But you saw Andrew Brown going back to the bag. He was tagging. So last 3 pitches from Ohlendorf, 85, 87, and that one 80, and a 3-2 count. And Steve McCaddy out talking to his right-hander, and they probably saw the same thing we saw up here and wondering if maybe he's hit the wall or were those changeups. And this is probably a, what do you want to do? You want Daniel Murphy or you want David Wright?
Murphy 2 for 3. David Wright 0 for 2 with a walk.
When there's that much talking going on, they're going after Murphy. They're just deciding how.
Just to update you, it's now the 5th inning. Braves lead St. Louis 3-1. Cole Hamels in quite a ball game at Detroit. 2-1 Tigers, and they're in the top of the 8th. Phillies and the Tigers. So Murphy is singled up the middle. He has pulled a base hit to right. I mean, usually this is a no-brainer. Pitch to him. Let David Wright lead off next inning. But Murphy has come alive with 6 hits today.
He got Wright with a pop up to short and a ground out to short. He walked his first time up, but he's got to be careful right here with Murphy. Make your pitch.
Pretty good one. 90 doesn't get the call.
Well, I would say at 110 pitches, he is running on fumes. Just watching the last 4 or 5 pitches. Fumes.
4 pitches away from his career high. Right now he's relying on movement.
I mean, the fastballs went from 95 to 87, 88. and he's not really finishing.
Bullpen's an interesting scenario. Ryan Matthews threw 43 pitches this afternoon in his return, so he's probably not available. Drew Storn has been sick. And certainly the 8th inning, if it's 1-1, will belong to Tyler Clippard. Ross Ohlendorf trying to get it there. Murphy walks, 2 on, 2 out. Nobody, of course, throwing in the bullpen. And for Ohlendorf, second walk of the night. David Wright back in the first, as FP said.
I'll tell you this, he is giving the Washington Nationals everything he has. Every ounce he has, anything he has left in the tank, it's right now, right here. And I'll tell you what, I'll take that guy on my team any day.
David Wright, career against Ohlendorf, 3 for 6, 3 walks. Fastball up, he gets a pop-up. There's Adam LaRoche.
Awesome.
This ballpark needs to stand up and salute Ross Ohlendorf, and they're doing it. 7 outstanding innings to get this tie game to the 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by Hyundai's 100,000 Reasons event. Visit your local Hyundai dealers this weekend. An evening to remember in the shadow of the dome for Ross Ohlendorf. By your local BMW Center and by University of Maryland University College. A lot of UFOs over by the Jefferson Memorial tonight.
Yeah, crazy.
Get the FAA on that. How about this gutsy effort tonight?
I mean, on fumes right there. Nothing left in the tank. The fastball all of a sudden at 87 miles an hour gets David Wright to pop up. And Davey Johnson on the top step. Look at that. Smiles, handshakes. Trent Jewett fired up. An inspirational outing here tonight from Ross Ohlendorf. And yeah, you should smile and you deserve a hug.
You know what? He might just walk to the ballpark tomorrow like he did in Colorado the night after he pitched so well there. Said he just wanted to relax and soak it all in. What a guy, and what a good addition he's been to this ball club. Now the Nats would love to get him a W. Worth leads off. He's 2 for 2. Harvey paints outside corner 1-1. Omar Quintanilla for defense at shortstop for the Mets. Replacing Turner. We hope Justin Turner is okay after that collision back in the first inning.
Boy, just going toe-to-toe with Matt Harvey all night long, pitch for pitch. Good stuff.
As they say, that's baseball. Some thought Jordan Zimmerman would just totally dominate the game this afternoon, and Harvey would do the same tonight. But the guys on the so-called short end of those matchups have done quite well. There's Tyler Clippard for the 8th.
Huge pitch coming.
Harvey has walked 1, struck out 6. And Jason Worth is 3 for 3. Average goes right to 300.
Well, I'll tell you what, big players step up big time in big games against big pitchers, and that's what Jason Worth has done here tonight. 3 for 3 on base all 3 times. And that's with 5 hits on the night, and Jason Worth, 3 of them. Seeing Matt Harvey big.
When are shortstops going to start playing him to pull?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if Ian Desmond's going to bunt right here.
Yeah, good call, good thought. David Wright thinks he might. He's on the grass. Satin probably about to charge from first. And Ian can bunt for a hit as well.
Just because of his hand, that's what I'm thinking.
He'll swing away and hit into a 6-3 double play. Second twin killing for the Mets tonight, both against Desmond. Potomac Nationals first half champions in the Carolina League, and they're back home next week. Hog roast tonight, Ian Desmond poster night, the most unique giveaway item in minor league baseball, the Bernardina Sharkarine figurine. Visit PotomacNationals.com, 703-590-2311. Lombardozzi goes up hacking, and how quick did this inning come to an end after the leadoff hit? Into the 8th. Tyler Clippard on the way for the Nats. Harvey still tough. Carlos Torres, 1-1 with an 0.94 ERA. In 11 innings, just 2 runs earned. And there's Taylor Jordan, 3.68. And only getting under 2.5 runs of support per game. He has pitched well enough to have 1 or 2 big league wins. Nats Extra, 1 o'clock Sunday. We join you from the booth at 1:30 for a 1:35 first pitch. So we go to the top of the 8th. It'll be Bird, Satin, and Quintanilla. Roger Bernardina, this should be a double switch. He should be batting 9th. He would bat 2nd in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lombardozzi out of the ball game, and the pitcher batting 8th. This call to the bullpen packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics and the way Tyler Clippard has been throwing all year. 181 ERA.
Yeah, look at the 46th appearance. The ERA sparkling. Strikeout to walk ratio fantastic. And watch the average against. It's hard to come by against the Nats' 8th inning guy, Tyler Clippard. Fastball, curveball, change is what the Mets will see from Clippard.
Bird, Seton, Quintanilla. Well, evidently the changes are straight up. Bernardina batting 7th. Figuring Clippard's going to pitch 1 inning. They would pinch hit in the number 9 spot anyway. That must mean Davies got Chad Tracy in mind. Marlon Byrd career against Tyler Clippard 1 for 5. And as we suspected, they changed that Justin Turner ground ball in the 6th inning to a base hit on a very difficult top spin in between play for Ryan Zimmerman.
Usually get it right. Just takes an inning or a day or a week or so.
Breaking ball. Bird pops it up and out of play. MLB.TV celebrating its 11th year, and Premium brings you all the action HD quality. Any mobile and connected device, every out-of-market game live. And all that makes it is 6 hits given up by Ross Ohlendorf instead of 5. All that matters is the innings and the runs. 1 run in 7 really good innings by him. Bird is struck out and grounded out. Struck out twice. Changeup, base hit.
Marlon Byrd did the same thing in game 1. Came up his last time 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Got a double to right field. And in game 2, same thing. 0 for 3 this time. Checks in with his first knock of the night in the 8th.
Josh Seton, 1 for 3 with a double.
Well, similar situations, right? Nats with leadoff man on the bottom of the 7th. Ian Desmond offered at the first pitch for a double play. Let's see if Terry Collins puts the bunt on here for the Mets or allows Josh Seton, who's been a tough out, to swing away.
Yeah, he knows one more run could win the game. No show of a bunt there. Clippard with a high strike. By the way, Harvey, 84 pitches in 7 innings. He's good to go for a while. Marlon Byrd, not the burner he once was, but he still has good speed. He's stolen 2 bases in 5 attempts. Hot shot to the bag. Rendon to Desmond. And a beautiful 4-6-3. Nats are getting the most out of their defensive second baseman.
Well, Davy Johnson decided to swing away with Ian Desmond, and that was a double play. And Terry Collins allows Josh Satin to swing away. And the same way, right? Leadoff man on. Taylor made double play. Nice play by Rendon. Good feed to Desmond with a 4-6-3.
Omar Quintanilla first at bat tonight. He was 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored this afternoon. One career plate appearance against Tyler Clippard, and he walked. On a pitch up, chopper to second, Rendon, and here we go, bottom of the 8th. Nats getting great pitching tonight, and another good inning for Tyler Clippard. Matt Harvey has never thrown a complete game. He has 84 pitches after 7 innings. Nats down toward the bottom of their batting order here. Not a lot of walks tonight thanks to the way these guys are throwing. Just one by the Nats, but 283 on the season and over $14,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, D.C. Thanks to Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. $50 for every walk. Take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Evidently, Bryce Harper's going to be okay to hit. So there's Harvey and what he's done. Facing Ramos, bottom of the 8th, and then Bryce Harper is on deck.
Well, that's a good sign, right? You were wondering if he banged that knee up so bad he might actually miss a game.
And that was in the 3rd. Let's see, I'm trying to think of the inning today when he made the diving catch. 5th inning. On the ball hit by Daniel Murphy when his knee banged into the turf. He had gone up against the wall to make a play in the 3rd on David Wright. But it was the latter of those two. And here's Ramos, 1 for 2 with a double. Ooh, that pitch was kind of coming back to the middle in area there. Kinetic North America to track strike one.
Little change up in the zone. Made a mistake, got away with it because of the velocity. 89, Wilson out front.
Ramos hits it sharply right at Daniel Murphy. We'll get some crowd reaction here.
Go back to game 1. Daniel Murphy, fly ball to left field. Harper lands on his knee, and that's why he was scratched from the starting lineup in game 2. And here you go, folks. How about this matchup? I would imagine the whole baseball world paying attention to Matt Harvey versus Bryce Harper in a tie ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Here you go.
Harper 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter this year. Lifetime against Harvey 0 for 6. 1 out, bottom of the 8th in a tie game. That is some changeup. Bryce thought he had it measured. 87 diving away.
Pretty good success against the Mets this year.
Big time rip at 97.
You have to remember when Bryce was on the disabled list and the Mets were playing the Nationals up in Citi Field, he sent out a tweet about how good he thought Matt Harvey was. Now he's facing him. It's the first time he's hit 99 tonight.
Yeah, he totally unleashed that one.
That might have been a show me fastball to get back to the change.
Bryce asking for time. Kerwin Danley made sure he moved aside so Harvey could see. Two-two. Harper to short off of that changeup. Quintanilla throws him out. 2 down. For the Achiever in You, PNC with our minor league report. And we check in on A.J. Cole. The Nats reacquired him after originally trading him over to Oakland in the Geo deal a couple of years ago. He's still only 21 years of age, and he made his Double-A debut after 6-3 with Potomac. How about that at Harrisburg?
Yeah, pitched in the Futures game, did well in Harrisburg last night. He's ready. Call him up for game 3.
And that's at the knees to Denard Span, who's 0 for 3 tonight. So Soriano getting ready for the 9th. And the Mets will have the bottom 3 in their order due up.
Denard is not getting cheated tonight, is he? Not feeling for the baseball, taking some big hacks up there against Matt Harvey.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it looks like Matt Harvey's just getting loose. 99-mile-an-hour fastball to Bryce Harper. 98 right there to Denard Span. So 95th pitch of the night for Harvey. 98 miles an hour.
Longest inning, the 5th, when the Nats got that unearned run. Span 2 for 10 career against him. Lays off the 90 changeup. The game in Detroit's over. Phillies lost their 6th in a row tonight. Tigers beat them 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Anthony Rendon's had a couple of good swings tonight. David Wright over. And sliding And the ball actually came down and hit him in the foot.
A pretty good effort by Wright. A ball that's not hit high enough for a third baseman. You don't really have time to judge where you're at. Those are the hardest plays. You hit a high one, you can take a peek, you know where the wall is. But the little flares down there are the toughest plays because there's no time to look where you're at. Kind of just run over there blind.
Two balls, two strikes, to Denard Span. That's nasty. 87 right to the corner. Harvey's 7th strikeout, 8 innings without an earned run for him. Games as part of doubleheaders tend to be like this. You see guys aggressive in the count. It's been a long day of baseball. They want to get after it. Harvey pitched great, but I think the story of this game really, Ross Ohlendorf, what he did to match Harvey just about pitch for pitch all night.
Yeah, I mean, whoever flinches right now, the first team that flinches, the other team's going to win. I mean, this is winning time. We talk about Ross Ohlendorf tonight, and I use the word inspirational because it was. When you saw game one and maybe a serious lackluster performance by the Nationals, getting shut out like they did, you needed some energy. You need to find it somewhere. And Ross Ohlendorf running the ball out hard to first, the fist pumps, the stuff, his tempo, keeping his team in the ball game, going pitch for pitch with one of the National League's best pitchers in Matt Harvey. It was an inspirational outing. Now you just got to find a way to translate that into a W.
And making a statement that he wants to be a big part of this staff. This call to the bullpen packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics. So it's Soriano in a hold-em situation here. Top of the ninth for the Mets. John Buck, Andrew Brown. There is throwing in the New York bullpen. Matt Harvey could be done after 99 pitches. He's already pitched one pretty strong game against the Nats this year and got a no decision in New York. Could happen again. Soriano misses to John Buck. Ninth inning underway. Buck career 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts against the Nats closer. Tonight he's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Soriano holds on to that one too long and looks back at his landing area. So the Mets on the left, Bobby Parnell, their closer, and on the right, LaTroy Hawkins.
That was synchronized pitching. Did you see that? Just missing the nose plugs.
So Parnell if they take the lead, Hawkins if the game is 1-1 into the bottom of the ninth. Well placed fastball, 2-1.
Now
High riding fastball.
Might have got away with one right there to a guy with some pop. Buck with 14 home runs, 2-1 count, got a pitch up. He got a little bit too big right there and fouled it back.
Buster Posey and John Buck have the most RBIs by catchers in the National League. Posey 59, Buck 53. That's a breaking ball that was never a strike, and the count goes full.
Another look back at the mound from Soriano.
I see Ike Davis with a bat and a helmet on in the Mets dugout. He would come up after Andrew Brown. Ike Davis hit a home run his last at bat this afternoon, a 3-run shot in the ninth. Busted bat right there. Rendon, 1 out. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. So Davis comes out on deck as Andrew Brown steps in. Brown has never faced Soriano. That is such a sneaky fast 91. And the slider well outside.
Jumping ahead, something he didn't do yesterday. Throwing strikes, getting ahead in the count.
Two balls, two strikes. Davey has 2, 3, 4 due up, bottom of this inning.
I'm trying to think of what Davey's looking at his card for. Probably trying to figure out who's going to pinch hit. Got Ike Davis in the on-deck circle.
And a ball ripped. Could be extra bases. Brown makes the turn. Bernardina gets it in, and Brown goes flying into second base.
Well, that's good hustle by Andrew Brown. Nice swing. Nats playing no doubles, but Bernardina shading Brown over to left center field. Had to go toward the line to get it. Changes momentum. And you look at Brown, he's thinking double right out of the gate. Bernardina gets over there quick, makes a good throw, but good hustle by Andrew Brown. A tied ball game, stretching that single into a double.
Ike Davis 1 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Career with a double, 1 for 2 and a walk against Rafael Soriano.
I'll be surprised if he sees anything on the inner half. He's been scuffling with anything soft and anything away.
And that will move the lead run to third base with 1 out. 90 huge feet.
And he's looking back at the mound again and fixing it. And obviously there's a problem with Rafael Soriano in the pitcher's mound when there hasn't been a problem all night. And you look at the pitch right here. Wilson Ramos tries to get over and block it. But, I mean, that's right at Ike Davis. Nothing Ramos can do.
Yeah, they repacked the mound between games, but No other pitchers having any problems with it.
It's been a pitcher's duel all night. Ross Ollendorf, not a problem with the mound. Matt Harvey, not a problem with the mound.
Clippard,
not a problem with the mound.
infield in, Davis. For the most part, a fly ball hitter. Soriano goes 3-0.
You better be careful. He's swinging right here.
Yeah. In career pinch hitting, decent success. He takes ball 4 high, first and third, 1 out. Juan Lagares, hard guy to double up. He has hit into 2 double plays this year in 163 at bats. He has a base hit on the infield tonight and 3 fly balls.
3 fly balls deep to center field.
Yeah. He faces Soriano, first time career. Nats back up halfway. Home if they can, double play if they can.
And Soriano needs a strike if he can. And he's looking for a ball down the zone to get that ground ball and take his chances with his infield. But right now, the strike zone is a mystery. And climbing the ladder right here, 1-0 pitch. Lagares got something to drive to the outfield.
Slider away. He hasn't been able to throw the slider for strikes in this inning. Lagares on base 5 times in this doubleheader. Ball 3. And Soriano's asking for a heap of trouble, considering who the next hitter is and the man behind him, as Daniel Murphy awaits.
Well, this is why Randy Knorr went to the bullpen yesterday as acting manager and got Ian Kroll in the game, because Soriano wasn't throwing strikes. Didn't look interested in shutting the game down because it wasn't a save opportunity. And Randy Knorr said, you know what, I'm going with Ian Kroll.
He walked 2, gave up 2 hits. 3-1 pitch. That ball is popped up for Adam LaRoche. Lagares swung at a pitch up out of the zone and a big second out. Boy, sometimes hitters will let a guy off the hook, and good for the Nats. Murphy's next.
That looked like it might have been ball 4. Lagares looking for something elevated to hit to the outfield. Kind of got inside of that pitch, popped it up to LaRoche, and the Nats get a big out right there in a tie ball game. Soriano trying to wiggle out of it again.
Daniel Murphy, career against him, 1 for 7 with 2 strikeouts. Murphy's 2 for 3 with a walk in this game. Murphy serves one left side out of play. Counts even.
Good pitch, fastball to a spot.
Murphy, 49 RBIs. 13 hits over a 6-game hitting streak. And a 1-1 that he drives to deep center. That span is there. And this one tied is going bottom 9 with Rendon, Zimmerman, and Adam LaRoche.
Nats fans responding as they know the ball club can win it with a run here at the bottom of the ninth. Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight, we hope you'll stick around for our Nets Extra postgame show when this one is over. 1-1 ball game. How about Soriano getting himself in trouble, getting himself out of trouble?
He surely did, Johnny. Well-played game tonight. Fun ball game to watch as you're looking at a pitching matchup that was just outstanding. Ohlendorf throwing the heck out of the baseball, and of course, Matt Harvey doing the same thing.
Absolutely. So we go to the bottom of the ninth with Bob and FP, and we'll see you after the ball game. It's 1-1.
All right, thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Ray. 40-year-old LaTroy Hawkins. Been around forever. No mystery here. Doesn't throw as hard as he used to, but still pretty effective, although the league's hitting .287 against him. Rendona's never seen him. Zimmerman and LaRoche have. We'll give you the matchups as we go along here in the bottom of the ninth, as LaTroy Hawkins appears in his 45th game of the year. Every time a Nat hits a homer, $250 to the Children's National Medical Center from our Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection, home runs for children.
Well, Anthony Rendon going to lead this thing off, and he's going to see a fastball, slider, curveball, and maybe a changeup from LaTroy Hawkins. Fastball averaging 92 miles an hour.
Just for the sake of setting it up, David Wright playing a little deep at third base against the leadoff hitter here. Probably about 15 to 20 feet behind the bag. And Rendon will take it right in there. Anthony 0 for 3 tonight. 2 grounders around a swinging strikeout. So Matt Harvey and Ross Ohlendorf both get no decisions tonight.
Well, if my theory about you'd rather face anybody else but Matt Harvey applies, should be a fun night.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll tell you what, Carv, it's true. If you see a guy throwing BBs all night long, whoever comes in after that, unless their stuff is better, the ball looks bigger to you as a hitter. It does.
Only time that didn't hold true was when Billy Wagner was closing for the Mets.
Well, there's certain occasions when a guy comes in with better stuff, but when you have a guy on the mound that has the plus stuff that Matt Harvey has for 8 innings, you just want to face anybody else, and when you do, the ball actually does look bigger.
Rendon 1 and 2, and that one skips. There's a man who knows a little bit about late inning drama and heroics.
And taters.
Rendon, what a take. And the rookie works the count to 3-2.
LaTroy Hawkins at his age throwing 97 miles an hour. How about that?
Rendon late, and he got a piece of it.
Well, that was a tough pitch right there. Borderline pitch, 3-2. You saw the emergency hack by Rendon. As a hitter, you're thinking, is that a ball? Is that a strike? Yeah, I better swing. And that's exactly what Rendon did right here. You see the bottom dropping out, little emergency hack. Hoping he'll get a better one here in a 3-2 count. Right at the knees, too low to take. Too close to take, I should say.
Rendon chops it the other way, and Murphy. Wow, that's close. Daniel Murphy took his time, and Rendon running hard, 1 out. Here comes Ryan Zimmerman.
He's made a couple plays close at first base tonight. And gets a borderline 3-2 pitch on the black. Had to offer at it. Probably strike 3, and hustling down the line. Makes it a bang-bang call for Lance Barksdale.
Ryan Zimmerman, career against LaTroy Hawkins, 0 for 2 of the walk. Crowd of 33,689 They've seen one of the best pitching duels of the year. Slider away. Win a walk-off hitting lesson with Ryan Zimmerman at MASNsports.com.
I'm in.
That's our Touch 'em All rewards. One of our MASN viewers got a chance to throw out the first pitch tonight. Fastball rides high, 2-0. Craig Stammen for the 10th. Soriano 24 pitches, 11 strikes in the ninth. And if it goes any farther, Craig Stammen.
Troy Hawkins, being the veteran that he is trying to make the Nationals beat him the other way. You see all the pitches right here to Ryan Zimmerman on the outer half, trying to shave that outside corner, but it's falling behind 3-0.
Adam LaRoche has had good success against Hawkins. Zimmerman looks at a 3-0 right down the middle.
You got to count. You get a pitch. Give it a whirl.
And there it goes. Right center. See you later. Zimmerman walks off the nets with a 2-1 win.
Let's make that our key and drive of the game. Why wouldn't you? You got to count, you get a pitch, give it a whirl, and he did. Opposite field walk-off home run for Ryan Zimmerman. 2 walk-off homers in back-to-back days. And that walk-off drive brought to you by Kia. Great stuff. Ryan Zimmerman with the big blow, but my game ball goes to the big windup. Ross Ohlendorf, what a performance here tonight.
Ryan Zimmerman, 12th home run of the year, RBI number 53, and he walks off the Mets with an opposite field blast over the scoreboard in right center. We're going to give him a few minutes just to catch his breath and get toweled off as Julie awaits. The Nats win it 2-1. Soriano gets the win. Hawkins the loss. Here's Julie with Ryan.
All right, I'm going to give you a second to dry off here. That was pretty dramatic. Just fantastic. Congratulations. After an incredibly dramatic day today. I mean, how do you pull yourself back up after the loss earlier today and then come out here and you guys pull out that curly W?
I mean, obviously the first game didn't go how we wanted it to, and to come out here and to have to face a guy like Harvey tonight's never fun. But, you know, Dorf kept us in the game, and we just grinded it away and got a big hit at the end.
You talk about facing a guy like Harvey. Talk about playing behind Ross Ohlendorf. I mean, he matched him pitch for pitch. Talk about an all-star, but talk about Ross Ohlendorf.
Ross has been great. I mean, he came out here in the middle of the year and has done everything for us. He's been a long guy. He's made starts. He's come in and pitched 1 inning. You know, I can't tell you how valuable he's been to this team. For him to do what he did tonight was special. It's
a bit of a tough game for you, tagged with those 2 errors. But what about that home run? I mean, that had to be some redemption for you.
We won. That's all that matters. It's good.
True that. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Well, you can tell how Many people love Ryan Zimmerman in this town, a guy who has a flair for the dramatic at crucial parts of the game. So the Nats win it 2-1. Game is split in the doubleheader and the series so far for FP and Julie. Bob Carpenter. Our next game will be the finale of this 11-game homestand on Sunday. 1 o'clock Nats Extra, and then 1:35 first pitch. This has been a Masson presentation. Johnny and Ray coming up next, and from the booth, see you later.